take this forward, I would now request our ISCC President, Dr. Sunil Bambarkar, who is also Managing Director for Gatforce India Private Limited, to grace the dais and welcome the guests.
Good morning. Thank you, Renuka, for that introduction. Introduction to the concept, the theme. I'm sure that this is going to be a two-day interesting event. So on behalf of ISCC, I welcome all of you. I'm glad that the students are in more number than the industry. It shows that we have a lot of budding talent to come in the industry today. And more than that, more beautiful women than men. So really glad to see all of you. I welcome our event partners, Expo Nova, SOFW, Nuremberg Messe, all of them who have worked very hard to put this conference in place for the last few months. Cosmetics, is something which is growing by leaps and bounds. It is one of the highest growth rate areas across the globe today. Okay, and most of it is happening in India. The two big economics which are going to be a changing phase in the cosmetic industry are India and China, and out of which India is the only one which is growing at the rate of double figures. So you can imagine the potential of cosmetics and all the related industries which will grow along with that. Today, large corporations, when I say large corporations, I mean Indian corporations, multinational companies, they are looking at India as one of their biggest opportunities. Okay. Just to give you an example, the highest growth rate for L'Oreal today was in India, and you will not believe it was in color cosmetics, which is not really the strength of L'Oreal. The strength of L'Oreal is skin cosmetics, okay, or this. So you can imagine the potential this country has to offer, not only for the manufacturer, but also for, as I said, industries which will grow along with this particular industry. Okay. So as an Indian manufacturer, or as an entrepreneur, or as a technologist, or as a cosmetic chemist, what do we need to remember if we have to harbor this growth is that we have to take into consideration all the safety assessment, regulatory part, which was kind of missing in the industry. Okay, so now everybody has to look at all these things very critically. Some of it which is as good as pharmaceuticals, this is very important. So that's why the theme which is there, diversity, and the topics which are covered in this conference are related, all of them are related to this theme. Okay, each and every one, you will find that Dr. Renuka mentioned one on safety aspect from regulatory perspective. This is also going to be a key for growth driver in the Indian cosmetic industry. The reason being that, sometimes people don't take cosmetics as seriously as pharmaceuticals. Okay, pharmaceuticals means everything, documentation, regulated, safety, everything. But now, if we have to compete in the world market, if we have to compete with global leaders, large corporations, both national and international, all these things will play a very, very important role in the growth of cosmetic industry in India. And as I said in the beginning, this is the only growth area which is growing by double digits, and lot of opportunities for there for all of us who are related to the cosmetic industry in future. Just a word of caution that the Indian mind is typical. There are a lot of things. Sometimes what we say in India is that we try to do some jugaad to get out of this. You understand the word jugaad? No? How many of you are Gujaratis? Nobody? No? How many of you really understand the word jugaad? How many of you read the award-winning novel Jugaad, the latest innovation? No? No? Yeah, Barashmi, no? Okay, you have read. All right. You have read? Good. So, those who have not read, please buy a copy. It is costing only 599 rupees. It's one of the best books to be in the industry, okay, in business, in formulation, and whatever you want to do in life. That guy today is a lecturer at Harvard, Massachusetts, and all the IITs. All right. It is something which you need to cherish, and you can read that book chapter by chapter. Okay. So please, we spend 1,000 rupees on a lunch or a dinner with friends. I think this is worth it. I'm sorry, this is apart the welcome address, but something more interesting for the students and for the industry. Really a good book. Please read this. And he's the one who is showcasing this book every year at Nehru Center, somewhere around the month of April last week. Okay, he comes every year April last week and tells you what are the newer things which are developed in innovations. We're talking about global innovations. So look out for this particular program. It is every year at Nehru Science Center during the last week of April, and it's a whole day. It's free, but you have to register. Okay, so please make a note of that. And I welcome all of you once again on behalf of the Indian Society of Cosmetic Chemists, ISCC, our partners, Expo Nova, SO, FW, and Nuremberg Messe, which have worked very hard, as I said, to put this conference together. And I'm sure you'll enjoy the rest of these 2 days with us. We have enjoyed ourselves by putting this whole thing together, and we're still enjoying this. So wish you a very good event, not only today but tomorrow, and I'm sure you will go back enriched. Those of you who attend these seminars or these presentations. Of course, there is a lot to see at the exhibition itself, because it is one of the most very well and systematically organized event. There are so many events which are happening in India on cosmetics today, but this is the only event. I'm not saying this because I'm the president and I'm associated with this, but if you look at the cosmetic events being organized in India, this is one of the most very well organized, systematically driven, and based on pure ingredients. There's nothing else beyond ingredients in this particular show. Probably you'll find one or two manufacturers, but that's beside the point. Try and get the maximum out of this, and if you need anything, we are here to help and support. There were some of you who were asking me about ISCC. You can find information on ISCC in the news magazine. Plus, there is a program on ISCC which you can find. You can go on our website, or you can meet any one of us. We are here. Most of the office bearers are here. You can talk to us and take it forward. So, thank you for listening, and welcome. I welcome all of you once again. Thank you so much.